Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Duskers. This is episode 19 and I've currently managed to get all the way to alpha 0.292. A couple of days ago, the alpha for 0.30 was added to the future branch in the early access program of Steam. And it will contain a number of changes relating to the storyline and how that develops. And in previous episodes I've already remarked on that it started to get more and more noticeable that I'm playing a save game that has lasted 19 episodes so far, starting all the way in, I think, alpha 0.26 or 25. It's been a while and a lot of things have been added to the game since then. And the current save game is still operating in a, well, you could call it a legacy mode. So there is no limit on how much scrap I can carry, there's no limit on how much fuel I can carry. And a number of limits like that don't apply right now. And especially with the storyline elements being added to the game now, I think it's time to do a proper reset of the game and basically start season 2. So this episode 19, is going to be the last one of what I'm going to call season 1 of Duskers, ending with alpha 292. And the next episode I'll record will actually be the start of season 2, which will also start with the future version, the future branch version of alpha 0.30. So that's just a head up, this is the last episode for this series, and after this we will be saying goodbye to Mouse, to Sarah, to Twiki, and basically those are the 3 memorable drones we got. So I'm dubbing in my mind whether to actually rename the first 3 drones in the new series to Mouse, Sarah, and Twiki, just to have them be with us in spirit. But it might also be nice to have a bit of a clean break. So I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do just yet. So, if you feel very strongly in one or the other direction, feel free to leave a comment and help me make up my mind. So, and with that, let's actually dive into this final episode. So we have a little bit of scrap. Let's see. We have an interface module that's about to break. But this is the last episode, so it doesn't matter. Haha. So let's have a look. Last time we cleared a Class C fuel depot. Let's see. Okay, this is a Class A derelict. Well, ending with a Class A seems good, right? I mean, that's a full episode, so let's dive in. So that interface is going to break. We have no more spare modules in our inventory. All our 4 drones are fully loaded up with whatever we got in parts. So let's get going. I'm sorry baby, I'm coming home. Installation of the new automated factory system started last week. I inquired about working as an engineer or control admin like you. Blah, 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 blah. Aren't offering training anymore. Can't. Surprised. At least I get to see you sooner. Blah blah blah. Hoped. And I know we'll work something out together. I'll let you know when the transit papers come through. Signed by Benny. Okay, so let's begin. We have a signal all the way down here. Interesting. So there's a drone in here and there's some scrap in here and there is a module down there. Can we do info for room 2? Nope, we can't. We can get info for specific drones but not for rooms. Interesting. So I actually have no way of knowing what this module is until I get there. Okay, so Mouse, you're up. I mean, Sarah is generating power here. I think Mouse has a bit of a broken tire. He's just hopping along. So interface modules will have a chance of breaking, so for now not going to use it just yet. Okay, airlock here is closed, which is a good thing, otherwise it would be very cold here. And we have a door. Okay. You also know that there is an open door down there. That's interface. And it didn't break. We survey, we found 8 rooms. Okay. Wow, this is it. It's 12 rooms. I think Class C is 5 rooms, maybe 6. This isn't much bigger. I've seen bigger Class A's so far. So let's see if this is a quantity over quality situation. Whoa. Oh, Sarah went blind again. Let's close A1 as well. Now we go out on our stealthy adventure. So far, nothing. Close the door behind us, and we continue to scout. That's scrap, and that's more scrap. Some closed doors. Alright, seems good. Gather all. So this there is an unpowered interface down there. I think I need to actually look for a power socket if I wanna do something useful with it. Okay, wait for the stealth to be regenerated. Let's see, we close D18 for now. And make a motion this way. Ooh, wow. D19 is now no longer responding, so we have to go through here. Dum dum dum. Stealth, open up door 7. There's one of the jumper pods there. Okay. Alright, so that's for now. We flag R5 as dangerous. D14, D8. We send mouse back to the beginning. Okay. Okay, the problem now is that we got a Sarah over there. And Sarah's generating power. If I want to explore some of the other rooms, I'll have to risk Sarah. So I really do want to continue in this direction. Which poses a little bit of a conundrum, doesn't it? Okay, so maybe I should open up the door, see if I can get the monster to get over there, and then just suck him out into space. Because then we can use this room to move over there. Alright, so sorry mouse for making you run around all the time. Yeah, still had the order queued. That's good, that's very good. Squeak, squeak, squeak. There goes the mouse. Okay. This we can just close room 6. Yeah, I don't want to actually let the enemy or the monster thing in here because there's no airlock, but there is one over there. So we stealth up again and we open up door 7 and we see if the monster gets even a little bit curious. Yes, just took him a while to get curious. Okay. Haha. With de-stealthify. But there is no vent here, right? Oh no, wait. The derelict only had one monster type, so. Boom. Bye bye. Bye bye. Double check that he's really gone. Yes, monster's gone. Okay, so we now have this room clear again. Let's de-stealthify. We can unflag. Oh, flag, not flag. Room 5. Then room 4 is next, once we have fully recovered our stealth capabilities. Stealth up. Open up door 9. Get out of my way. You're scary. Patrolling back. Nope, not yet. There's an airlock here, so ideally I just flush him out. Yes. Okay. And we are good to go. De-stealth. So we can start charging again. Nice thing about quickly releasing the airlock and then closing it is that there's no permanent radiation, it just sucks everything out, and then if you quickly close it, there's no radiation flooding in. If you leave it open for a longer time, radiation will actually just flood in and the room will be broken. Though I think for 0.3, so that's the next patch, if you open up an airlock, the resulting vacuum that sucks everything out will also put a bunch of stress on the doors. So some side effects of airlocking a room could be to break the doors adjacent to it. So that might either result in them be locking up, I suppose, or the doors just being completely ripped out of the hinges and further rooms being exposed to the void. So something like I'm doing now, putting my drone in an adjacent room and then opening up the airlocks, might not be the best of ideas. At least that's my current understanding. So this is going to be interesting in a future episode. So we stealth up again and double check that my change actually worked as planned. It actually did. So sweet. So open up the next door. Yeah, man. Close the stealth. So monsters now once again locked in R4, so we can do A6. Now A6. And we stealth up again. And we can do D21. Close D21 again. Yeah. So we have our stealth back and monster is no longer in room 12, which is a generator room, so that's very useful. Okay, I also explored this one already, so that means that the top part of the ship is now entirely clear. Me being paranoid in this game basically means I will enter this one stealthed, and this has a vent. Oh, lovely. Well, upside is I know there's only one type of monster. Wait, it's not help, not info, there was another basic command. I keep forgetting, I don't use it too often. Status, yes. Yeah, see, there's only one infestation type that we have detected. Presumably all infestation types are detectable, so that means that these jumper guys are the only ones. That also means that the vents don't pose a danger, because no flies. Which means it is safe to put Sarah in this room once I got my power thing under control. On the other hand, I've got remote power. So this is room 12, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, actually, no, I don't need to. I just realized I can send Sarah down there. Open up door 21. Door 9, door 7. And door 18. Yeah, so I can navigate mouse to room 11 via this little path. And then I can send Sarah down to room 12. And then Sarah can generate. because this should power the lower part of the ship, at least most of it. Maybe there's another generator in one of these 3 rooms. That's of course entirely possible. Yes, so there is a generator hidden in here. But there are enough open doors that I can actually navigate from this room, and then I'm not risking Sarah. So close all the rooms that I can. And then the adventure begins yet again. So, mouse, you are standing over here. Stealth up, you are 15. So far, so clear. Excellent. What? Oh, that's just a video save. Tommy! Hello there, Tommy. How are you? Okay. I'm not picking up any hostile signals. That's good. So, how are you, Tommy? Tommy is only disabled. Hey, turret and an interface module. Oh, nice. Aha, I now have an interface that's not likely to break. Excellent. Very excellent. Let's see. So I don't think I've actually used turrets yet. At least not in this series. I did it in one of the series I did before, doing my very first Let's Play. But I'm not sure if I actually used it to kill something. Because I only found one once when I was in a pretty desperate situation. Let's do a get roll. And there are multiple modules here. Oh, info R2. R2. Ah, okay, so info only happens from the perspective of a drone. You can't actually get info for a room. It's info for the surroundings of a drone. So in this case, mouse says that. So there's a permanent upgrade here for overload. There's a salvageable upgrade for transporter, and we have Tommy the drone here. Okay. Oh, we can. Did we ever lock it up? Yeah. So we can move the ship. We can just dock down here on a 4. But I don't have power generation. Wait, what? Oh, of course we have entry rooms in. So okay. So I'm rambling. Yes. So we can move the ship down here, so that. Let's see. Close that one off. Sarah went blind, but that's okay. Sarah is locked in her own room, and she should be relatively safe as long as unexpected flies don't show up. So Kelly is our rescue drone, which means we can navigate Kelly, which is number 4, to room 2. And you can tow the first thing. Let's take over manual control. La la da da da, tug of war. Well, not war, but Kelly the tugboat. Or towboat, I suppose. There we go, Tommy. Oh, I think we need to actually connect. Yes. Oh no, Kelly is a stalker. Blue glowy stalker. Okay, and Kelly went blind. Excellent. Well, not excellent, but it's good that I'm back inside again. So, in terms of capturing this as a ship, might not be a bad idea because there's a built-in module that is new. Oh, and there's a spare socket that we can put the remote power in, though we would lose access to the collector that's built into our old ship. So this is once again, where the new series will be a bit more interesting, because there will actually be trade-offs between other properties rather than just the sockets in the ships. But for now, let's stealth up. Whoa, room 5, where's room 5? Okay, that's the part of the ship where not actually in, so that's good. That's good. I'm happy I just closed all the doors in the bottom part, and I left them open in the top part because I needed to move through. Okay, so this is gonna yell even more because room 3 is gonna get flooded, but I should be safe here. But let's get a move on. So we stealth up, open up door 12. More scrap. That's the final flooding. Yeah, okay, so it should stop spreading now, and just the top part of the ship will be lost. Okay, stop stealthing, gather all. Actually, that was only this one, wasn't it? Yeah, there's an interface now. Interface is not powered. Of course it's not, because... Yeah, so room 10 is gonna have the final power socket. 12, close it. And then the question is there going to be one of the jumper guys in here or not? What? Oh, that's the rooms that were already flooded, so there's nothing new under this sun. There's gym fuel here, there's power here. And that's it. So all the radiation in this derelict has been contained. We have collected 1 J of propulsion fuel, 1 jump cell. Wow, this is pretty rich. Let's, for the sake of curiosity, let's have a look. Oh wow, this would be an upgrade actually. We go from a derelict 26. It should actually say what class of ship it is. I know, I remember something about this being a fuel freighter. Maybe my memory is not entirely accurate there, but I think it was my old one was a fuel freighter. The new one, I'm not sure, but derelict number 26 and 36 doesn't really say a lot. So maybe it's saying something like fuel ship or class A fuel ship, or maybe just have a second line with the ship's class and type designation. Might be useful. Well, anyway, see, scrap is unlimited here, which is, no, it's not fun. It would be nicer if there were actual trade-offs to be made, which is what I'm doing in the next series. Ship upgrades, this is a definite upgrade. Propulsor fuel, again, it's not limited. So we lose collector, we gain overload, which I think you can use to overload terminals in certain rooms. So if you don't have guns or turrets available, but there is an enemy in there, and there's also an interface, then you can blow up the interface to damage the enemies, to potentially create a passage through at the expense of damaging some of the systems that can help you. So that's it's an interesting thing. So let's commandeer. End the season with commandeering a new ship. And that's it for season 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it. What were the things that you found interesting? What else would you like me to try? Any kind of feedback is always welcome. I'll start recording season 2 probably in a day or two. I've got a schedule, so it's scheduled to air in 2 days. So somewhere soon-ish I will start recording. So anything you want to get in before then, let me know. With that, I thank you very, very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in season 2. Bye bye.